Charsep search and select features. When dealing with large files, one key capability is to search and find information. Charsep provides many ways to search for information in the grid, depending on the type of search. In the toolbar, there is a text entry box to quickly search for the cells containing this text, in all columns. Let's search for sun in a very small grid to watch behavior of Charsep, but remember you can do the same on files of millions of rows. By default, clicking on search will select the next occurrence of sun, then the next, until end of file. Then it will go back to first occurrence. However, you may want to navigate backward. For this, you just need to use Alt-click. With Alt-click, the Search Next button will be renamed in Search Previous and you can go up the grid. You also have the possibility to select instantaneously all the rows that match your search, by using Shift-click. With Shift-click, all rows that contain the value get selected. You have seen that we did search value sun without case sensitivity. You can do a case-sensitive search by checking this checkbox before the search. The last option of toolbar search is to navigate headers in a file with a big number of columns. We will simulate this by using a transpose function. Here you see a grid with just 3 rows, but 61 columns. With Control-click on the search, you will navigate to next column that contains your value. Of course, this search can be case sensitive if you wish to. Let's go back to our original file to explore the right-click contextual menu. Find option. This option allows to handle more complex search. You select the column on which the search should be applied, the type of search, and depending on the type of search, a value. You always have an option to make the search sensitive or not. The 6 first types of search are basic. Starts with, ends with, contains, is strictly equal to. But what you can do with the result of the search is quite interesting. In most cases you will want to select the results. But you can also add to the existing selection, which means a Boolean or type of search. You can also unselect matching rows from your existing selection, or display the matching rows into a separate view. By combining multiple searches in sequence, you can build up complex searches to find exactly the information you are looking for. You may have seen that when opening the contextual menu, right-clicking on a column will use this column, by default, for your search criteria. You can also search on all columns in one go. And you can directly compose and/or searches by adding a second criteria. The 8 next types of searches are more advanced. Searching for a regular expression, for instance. Let's use a bigger file for this. You can search also cells that are empty, that are not empty, or for a file which is sorted. With many similar values, only the first occurrence of each new value. You can search for only values that are unique. We will search on company for this example. And we will not select the results, but show them in a separate window. On the opposite, you may want to look for the duplicates. You have option to search for exact duplicate and select all, or select just the first occurrence of each duplicate. But you can also do fuzzy matching type of search, using similarity algorithms. This type of search will list the potential duplicates, with a similarity score, and will allow you to select some of these potential duplicates. Remember, you can select on all columns rather than just one. This is particularly effective when you look for exact rows duplicates. Sometimes you do not search for content of rows, but want to select rows according to some rules. This is when the Select Rows Where option comes into action. It is available in the contextual menu but also as an option in the toolbar. You can easily select a specific row number, or rows from the start to 20 for instance. You can also select just the odd rows, or the even rows. But you can also select a subset of rows, evenly distributed in the file. This last option is a nice feature to pick up a good sample of a huge file, without only focus on the first rows only. Finally, you also have basic functions in the menu, to select all rows, or reverse your current selection. This ends our tutorial on search and select features. I hope you will make Charsep one of your preferred tools.